Our body produces serous fluid, S-E-R-O-U-S, serous fluid. It's a normal part of our body fluid that sometimes can collect after surgery. It's a normal variant.
Okay.
It's not an abnormal variant. It happens a lot of times. And so to go in and cut this open with this being a seroma, it would be frustrating because it would come back anyway. So sometimes the body just has to break this down, and it is. So the body's walling this off.
Yeah.
See how it's, isolating this to this certain area.
It is. It's smaller, isn't it?
It is. And this looks tremendously better. I mean, you are wrapped all the way around here. All of this is markedly better.
Oh, it even went up. It all even went up in here.
So I'm encouraged that we're on the right track. I just feel like if anyone's going to put a needle or a knife in that, it needs to be Dr. Cameron or her colleague, who's the infectious disease general surgeon at the University of Michigan.
Okay.
Well, I'm just pretty adamant about that. I appreciate Dr. Tegmar's opinion, and he's curious, but not curious enough to have to go in and cut that open. He did agree that you should always go back to the person who did your surgery. Yeah. And I appreciate his opinion. This was not a surgical emergency, so we have time. You're responding to treatment, so I'm in favor of let's just keep the course. Keep doing what we're doing. It's working. Dr. Cameron's going to see you next week, which is already almost here.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I'm just really encouraged by how much better this is looking.
Well, I was too. The size of it went down. I mean, like it was getting smaller this way. It's still very red.
Your incision looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
It all is. So, I mean, it does look good. So,
why
this was probably, would you say, where the infection started, maybe all along?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's right near when they put a mesh into a person and they attach it to the tissue. Could that be the area?
I wonder. Yeah. I don't know what they did in the surgery. Did they attach that to the fascia, which is the lining that's
in the first surgery?
The one in Grand Rapids?
Yes. Well, they put it on both sides, so I don't know exactly where. When she went in, she clipped them both and took out as much as she could. But she said there's so much that you can't remove because it's already embedded into the skin. So,
is that still part of that residual? Or did a seroma develop there and this isn't infected at all?
Well,
I have a hard time thinking it's not infected because you responded so nicely to the antibiotics.
Oh, yeah, and it's so red. It's still so red. It's just taking its time. But it is working. I mean, medication, like you said, we thought this was the right way to go.
Yeah, and I'd love to stick a needle in that, but I'm not gonna. I'm just curious, but it's not in your best interest for me to go poking around. It's not in your best interest for Dr. Tegmar to go poking around. It's in your best interest to keep the course, keep the antibiotics going. They're working, and let Dr. Cameron make a decision in conjunction with her ID specialist.
They
know you. They've seen you. They need to be the ones to make that decision.
Well, she was shocked. I mean, her associate came in and she said she has never, ever, ever had a case like yours. The problem, she says, her surgeries always come out so good.
They were all baffled.
They were all baffled, weren't they?
Yeah, so am I. So was Dr. Tegmar.
So am I.
Baffled enough that none of us want to just go jabbing into that area.
Okay, well, let's not jab into it.
I'm encouraged.
Nice then.
Looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
I was downstairs, so I didn't see it yesterday, but I told her, let's not go poke it, we don't wanna.
Oh no, let's let the bear lie. Your specialist will see you on next week. She's very involved and
Yes.
concerned and present.
She
She
feels
doesn't
bad.
just do surgery and just walk away. I mean, she's there for you, despite the mileage of you being up here. And I'm happy to take care of you and do these things. What I'm not happy to do is to get involved in something that we're going to make worse. So,
And it could.
yeah. Yep.
So we'll just let Dr. Cameron take care of this.
I'm very pleased with your response to the antibiotics.
I am too today.
And we can get rid of this today, too. Okay.
Yeah, I am too today that it's smaller.
Well, after the first dose of antibiotics, you were already so much better. It was shocking.
Oh, you mean at the hospital when I first got there?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, because I didn't see you when you first came in. I saw you back later that morning, and you were already responding to antibiotics. You couldn't see it because you were so frustrated.
oh, I didn't know if you meant when it first happened.
No.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. Anything I can do for you today, June?
No, you answered all of our
This is
questions, and I'm just getting into it. Yeah, she's a good writer,
Yeah, I heard.
and it's you know how it always takes you guys a lot of people you've got to talk about first, the family, and yeah. So it's hard for me to read. It's something kind of new.
Mm-hmm.
I love to read, but I can't stay focused.
That's understandable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Be gentle with yourself.
Be gentle with myself.
Self-care. That's all we care about. Just get through that.
I'm concerned that I can handle this.
Oh yeah, you can do fine with that. We'll have home health come and help you with that.
Good.
No problem. You'll either go to the infusion center or you'll do home health. I'm waiting on your insurance company to decide what to do. You have Humana, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They'll be. Neither of us will make that decision. They will make that
Okay.
decision. Okay. So
Okay.
you'll either come here to our infusion clinic, or home health will come and help you with that. We won't send you out of here by yourself.
And my daughter is coming.
Oh, wonderful. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I tried to call Bruce a couple times yesterday, but I didn't get an answer. I don't know if he was just away from the phone or doing chores.
he does sleep a lot. No, he's been sleeping more than usual.
Yeah, he's like, hey, June's
And-
gone.
And he
Time to
can't.
take a nap.
Yeah, he can't hear.
Hey, Mom, can I ask her a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of having Dr. Cameron do this, I took you just have to sign something, but I took FMLA to be, I'm off work for a couple weeks. Would you mind signing something that says that this, like my FMLA documentation?
I actually have to sign the documentation.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you can bring it today, I can sign it.
Oh, she's not going to get here today. Will you work tomorrow?
No.
Oh dear.
Mail it to
I can leave a sign out for my partner. Dr. Solano will be here.
Oh, good.
He's
Okay, you'll leave it
fantastic.
for
You'll love
her.
him. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's
he's
the doctor's name?
Everyone loves Dr. Solano.
yeah. She has to have that. Take that back to school.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, good.
Thank-
You're all set, hon. You can take that back to school.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Appreciate your being involved with your mom and asking good questions.
Yeah.
Being her advocate.
Yeah. We were glad to listen because we're right on top of things now.
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
All right, if you need something, Jim, let me know.
All right. Bye.
Coming in and talking to me makes me feel so much better.